Welcome back. It's your girl. I am Stacy Renee, and I am back with the daily vlog. It is Monday, October the 28th. And you know what Mondays do? It's money making Mondays. So you know your girl is out here doing her Instacart thing. So I did just get off work and I am out here doing a little Instacart. But I want to talk to y'all for a minute. All my Instacarters out there, all my sisters and my brothers that Instacart. I take my hat off to those of you all who have to do this for a living. Meaning, this is your only means of support coming in to take care of you, your family, whatever you have to take care of. This is your only means of support. Now, when I first started Instacart, the batch pays were a little bit better than they were. I'm going to say within the last year, maybe 2 years, they've recently dropped their batch pay. So let me explain to you how it goes. Back back when I first started Instacart, the minimum batch pay was like $9, I believe. If I'm wrong and you do Instacart, tell me in the comments. But I do believe it was $9 basic batch pay. Meaning Instacart is going to pay you at least $9 to do this batch. Now, where you get your money is when you get tips. Instacart can pay you $9, but the customer can tip you $20. It's not based off of what they've ordered. It's not a percentage of their order because they have that choice too to give you a percentage of their total. But they don't have to, or they can, they can tip you higher or they can tip you nothing. They have that option as well. We're gonna talk about that. But anyway, so the basic batch pay is like $9. Your customer tips you $20. That means when that batch hits my screen, it's gonna read a $29 batch. Okay, so and that's just the pay. That's not saying $29 for this or for so many items. No, it's $29 for whatever they're getting. We'll talk about the items as well. I'll put a couple of snippets at the end to show you what I've done thus far, within months, a couple of weeks within months. I'll also show you what a batch looks like so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So the customer, in this case, Instacart is going to pay you $9 and the customer is going to tip you 20. Customer may want 25 items, customer may want 45 items, but needless to say, whatever it was back a few years ago, the basic pay was $9. So now let's fast forward to today. Right now, the basic pay for Instacart is at least, I've seen it come in $5.25, and that's with no tip. So that means that's what Instacart is going to pay someone to do a batch, and that's without a tip. I'm saying all this to say Instacart needs to do better. I'm telling you, these people, including myself, have to get out here and straight hustle. So I've seen people who have been out here from like 6 a.m. when the stores open till the stores close just to make $300-400 in a day. And you can do it, but you're gonna be out here straight working. Now, there are cases where, depending on the area you're in and depending on the customer, people who have a little more do a little more, tend to do a little more. You might get a batch for $56 and they only want 12 items. That's because that person tipped you almost $40. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely depends on the area you in. Also, Costco batches normally are higher batches as well, because if you've ever been into a Costco's or a Sam's, those are like double the items in the store, sometimes triple the items. So those are kind of bigger items, and Instacart tends to pay you for heavy pay. And the customer, depending on the area you in and the customer, we'll say, okay, I understand what the person is going to the store to get, so I'm going to tip them nicely for doing this job. You will get those that don't tip you at all. Privileged, and this is what you're supposed to do. I don't like people like that, because everybody has a downfall and everybody needs help. But to prey on the weak or prey on those that don't have is not okay to me. And what I mean by that is someone who stays in a very, very nice home, in a very nice area, will have you go to the store and pick up, I'm going to say 17 items, 23 units. So 17 items is just that, 17 items. Where you get the 23 units meaning is, out of that 17 items, they want multiple of something. Now, hypothetically speaking, out of the 17 items, the client wants literally 10 items. Okay, so now it's like he wants literally 10 items, but out of that 10 items, something he wants several times. You'll get someone, again, who stays in a nice home, in a nice area, will order 17 items, 20 some units. And the units would be waters, cases of waters. I've had situations where I've had to go to the store and pick up 5 or 6 waters to deliver to one home, and they only tip $5. That's crazy to me. If you know you don't want to go to the store and take 5, 6 cases of water up to your home, why would you expect somebody else to do it with a $5 tip? Come on now. Y'all got to do better. And not so much as the customers. Instacart has got to do better. If you see that people are ordering a lot of water, there should be a automatic $5, $10 tip. That's automatic. Not on top of, not to say this is what the person gets who's doing the shop. This is just a base tip. Now they can add on to that tip, but that base tip is going to automatically be $5 or $10 if you're getting over 2 cases of water. Let's talk about the people who stay in apartments and want over 2 cases of water and don't tip at all. Come on now. Why are we doing that to ourselves? Why are we grabbing these batches that wants 2 or 3 waters, and you're having to take it up to an apartment just to take care of your family at night? Because this may be, in some cases, this may be a $50, $60 batch, but you have to take it up 4 flights of steps. So you want that $50 or $60. So you're going to sacrifice and take all of these waters up 5 or 6 flights of steps. This is crazy. But not to even say, we've had what you call insta fish. That's what I call it. It's insta fish. So someone will place an order, and they may want 56 items. And the order will come through 56 items, 72 units. That's a lot of that's straight going grocery shopping for someone's home. But the batch pay may be $75. Of course you're going to grab it, because you want that pay. You want that base pay or the batch pay. So you're going to grab it. You're going to sacrifice. You're going to take all these waters up to the house. Okay, everything is done. You've grabbed the batch. You've completed the batch. You've taken the items to the person's home, and you're done. Instacart allows these people 2 hours to either go up or down on your tip, which is not okay. Because again, with InstaFish, what they'll do is put that healthy tip up there just to get you to grab their batch, shop their batch, deliver their batch, and they will take that $30, $40, $50 tip that they initially gave you and bring it down to $10. And they have the right to do so based off of Instacart rules. That is not okay. I've had situations where I've shopped for someone and they may not have liked my replacement choices, which Instacart will give you replacements. If something is not in, Instacart will give you replacements or replacement ideas. The person doesn't like the replacements, so they're upset. They want to bring my initial $10 tip down to $0. Now they've taken my tip totally away. Instacart will investigate that. And if they don't see that you've done anything wrong, everything was done in order, and you've completed the batch on time, they will automatically give you that tip back plus a $5 boost. So while that person was initially tipping you $10, got mad and took the $10 tip away, you really got $15 off of that batch because you're still going to get the batch pay because you've completed the batch. So, stuff like that, I just think Instacart needs to do better, especially when you have people out here who are struggling for jobs like a 9 to 5, and this is what they have to do to make a living. I've seen people, again, like myself, who are doing Instacart, who are doing DoorDash, who are doing Amazon Flex, who are doing Uber Eats, Lyft. Like, just to make a living to take care of their house. Now, let's talk about people like myself who work a 9 to 5 and still have to get a part-time job and get out in Instacart just to take care of home. Or just to not take care of home, but just to have an outside life travel. So I'm a hustler. I'm gonna get out and do what I gotta do. And trust me, after listening to DoorDash, I think that's her name, DoorDash, she was doing DoorDash, which is something that I was doing part time. I couldn't get off into DoorDash, but I do it part time when I want to. But after listening to her videos, she has definitely motivated me to want to get out here, talk about my DoorDash experiences, talk about my Instacart experiences, to get out here and put videos out, to vlog. If I don't got nothing to talk about, I'm going to get on here and vlog. If I don't have anything to video to show, I'm going to get out here and vlog. I literally took a Houston trip just so I can get content and put videos out. And however, I'm going to put those video out in stages versus just having one long video, because I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, and I do need those 4,000 hours of watch time. So I am going to put my Houston trip out as day 1, day 2, and day 3 in Houston. So stay tuned for those. Those will be coming out shortly. But other than that, I just wanted to jump on here and talk about Instacart and just see if my other sister and brothers out here who do Instacart feel the same way when it comes to Instacart, their batch pays, the way that they allow the customers to tip, and being Instafish. Like, come on. Let's talk about those apartments that you have to literally go into the apartment, get on the elevator, and go up to their unit, and they don't tip. Come on, Instacart. Y'all got to do better. People are willing to do the job. It's not the job. They're willing to do the job. Y'all just need to have a better source of how these people are able to pay, and their base pay when it comes to tips. I automatically think if you're getting water, heavy pay, Sam's, Costco's, automatically $5, $10, just like y'all have for the shop onlys. When you doing shop only and you scan their little barcode, Instacart is charging them $14.99 just for me to shop. But they're not paying me that $14.99. That's what they're charging the customer. I'll get the base pay of $7 to do the shop, $10 to do the shop. The customer can't even tip me on shop only. So that's what I'm saying. Instacart has got to get better. If you can have a base pay on shop only, you definitely need a base pay when it comes to water, Sam's, apartments, steps, floors, all of that. Because you got good people who willing to do the job. to get better. That's all that I'm saying. But anyway, y'all, I'm sitting out here on this lot. I'm getting ready to do a batch or two. I have a goal when I get off work, when I get off my 9 to 5, and I get out here to do Instacart. I have a like a little daily goal of $50. But if I'm doing Instacart on the weekends, I try to have a goal of $100 a day. So that's $200 over the weekend. I can either go up in that or down in that. It just depends on how the batches fall. Also, you are rated on your batches. So they have you start off as gold, then you can move to platinum, and then you move to diamond. And with each tier, you get better batches, or you get to see the batches sooner. So, like if I was a diamond shopper, which I've been a diamond before, I see all of the batches first before anybody else sees the batches. They will hit my screen first. I'm a platinum shopper now because I'm not able to get out here as much as everybody else to become a diamond. You have to like literally be out here every day to become a diamond. So I'm cool with my platinum because I still get a few batches. But like I say, it is good money if you're out here. It's fairly okay money if you just want to, do this just to get you some gas money for the week, or buy you a new pair of shoes or something like that. I mean, you can literally even do this for a whole month. Like if you're trying to take a trip, or you trying to pay off a cruise, like you can do this and just stack your money and let this pay for your cruise. I'm not saying it's not okay money, because it just depends on the batches, it depends on the week, it depends on the area, depends on the day. You have your high paying days, your low paying days. But anyway, I'll put some clips at the end of this to show y'all what I've done in weeks and a whole month and whatnots, and you'll kind of see what I mean. I'll also put a clip of how the batches look on the screen, and if I get a batch, what it looks like when I open it up to start shopping. But anyway, just wanted to talk to y'all on this Money Making Monday and let y'all know, based off of DoDash, y'all better get up here and show up. Like she said, show up. And I'm doing my part. I'm showing up. Thanks for viewing. Have a great week. Hey everybody, I know I ended my last blog. I did want to come back and let you know about the shop that I just did. It was a $40 batch. It's 3 shops. Now, I did have to refund a couple of items, and when you start refunding items, it does decrease the amount that they originally offered you. So my $40 batch turned out to be $37 and some change. I will put some snip pictures in at the end of this to show you what it looks like on my screen and what it looks like after I've completed the batch. Again, thank you for viewing my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more Instacart funnies.